Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
That was such good timing. So
That
the
was
music in this
amazing.
section has this beat
Pause.
drop where it goes, "Meow," and then I went. It was just really good. You just had to be there.
It was
okay?
one of those things where right as we were waiting for our program to time up, there was this and it was amazing.
Bam.
All right. Lightning flashes. In its wake, the sky looks like it's been literally cracked open. Rain pours from the fissures, sizzling on the sand. Oh, that's hot.
That is spicy.
That is squary. The wind picks up, whipping the waves into a frenzy, while both Julian and Pasha are in them.
Julian and Pasha. Ooh.
Exciting!
Oh, this is great. I mean, Pasha, Elaine, come on.
The waves are taller than your head!
Honey, everything's taller than my head. Get down here.
Get down here.
Then they won't be as tall as you. Him, not for very long, at
Her
least.
forever grabbing the collar of his shirt. Get down here where I can talk to you properly.
Get down here, bitch.
Get over here!
Get over here, him. Way ahead of you. Whoa, like, whoa.
Looking around in the water. Pasha! Where are you? I'm on the shore.
Pasha, I'm already over here, you fuck.
I'm on the shore.
You twit.
You think I'm as tall as a sea slug, do you?
Hey, aren't you? I really need to know, aren't you? Pasha, I will hurt you. Way ahead of you.
Portia grabs Julian's hand, pulling him along behind her as she runs for shore. Wait, they're way out in the water?
What?
You can't run when you're that deep.
What?
Like, they should only be a few steps in. Okay, maybe this is that incredibly shallow water that goes out forever.
If it's that shallow.
It's just like you, dear. It's okay. You connect with the ocean. You feel it.
It's like me.
It's like me. Goes on forever, but it's just only as deep as a teaspoon.
It's all right. Okay.
All right. So, or just like. That would have to be when she, reached in the water and splashes him. She really, digs a little hole in the sand so she could get her hand under the incredibly thin water and throw it up at him.
God, you have to work so hard
good.
for that stuff.
Anyway, so they take a couple of steps to shore. It's fine. Pulling him along behind her. Just as they make it up onto the sand, I smell ozone, and the fine hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Ooh.
You don't know that I have fine hairs on the back of my neck.
Yeah,
You're assuming things. I might shave. I might wax.
Yeah, you have no idea. Also, I might, do some edging. You have no idea, honey.
They might be beautiful. Honestly, I think we do our ends. Oh,
honestly, I could see that.
Sometimes we do the baby hairs. Oh. All right. The next fork of lightning strikes the ocean, so blindingly close that it leaves me blinking spots from my vision. That's probably not a good thing. Also, is the rain over there sizzling and burning, or is it on us? Because I'm thinking about going through that door, my bro.
Like, damn.
When my vision clears, a familiar figure is standing in the water. He's like, oh yes, a bath, it's beautiful.
Hello, I'm beautiful.
It's fine. You're gonna ruin your fur!
Hey, pretty boy! Do you want to get out of that water yet?
Standing in the water, the familiar smell of... Wait, that's not ozone, it's wet goat. Oh.
It's goat zone.
Oh, God. The sea churns. The she churns.
The she. I'm fine. I love mixing up words like that. It makes me happy.
The sea churns about the devil's feet, inky blackness spreading outward and tainting the water. Oh, have you come so I can kick your ass sooner? Because death said I can defeat you.
It's also like,
I'm not that plucky, ever.
You are unclean, sir!
Going,
so dirty!
Oh, my dear, if that is how much blackness is, you might want to go out deeper in the water and rinse all of your fur. Like, that's probably a good idea. You want to get that stuff out? Yes, scrub a bit, my boy, scrub.
Please.
You can do it. Nerd is not confident enough or proactive enough to say any of those things, but I will say them.
I will. Nerd.
That is, my name.
Nerd. You've been up to no good, haven't you?
Are you do you speak in a similar font to Death? Because it looks similar.
I feel like all of our font has shifted. Actually, since it changed with Death It hasn't gone back. Have you noticed that?
No, because I have a hard enough time reading that
I know.
I struggle with the reading.
Do the read woo.
It's okay. I recently ran into a thing saying that dyslexia isn't real. That's apparently something they just will say kids have. Like there's an argument of some people saying dyslexia doesn't exist. It's just reading plot problems in otherwise smart kids. So you go, well, they can't read well, but they're otherwise a smart kid. It must be dyslexia. And people going, but they can have 45 kids all diagnosed with dyslexia according to their learning assessment.
Right.
And none of them will have the same symptoms for why they can't read. And so people going, no, dyslexia exists. And people going, there's like an argument of whether or not it even exists. And as far as I knew, it was always just swapping letters around and seeing letters wrong and seeing words wrong because we couldn't make out the shapes of the letters.
I'm also like...
Because that's what I
That
thought
sounds
it
like
was.
a bunch of the arguments. Okay, so you have to forgive me. My mother has fibromyalgia, and for years, basically, people would tell my mom that fibromyalgia is made up. It's not
doesn't
real
exist, yeah.
because the symptoms are so inconsistent, and you can literally have a different experience between different people. And they go, it's not real
It's
until
not a
they were
unified
like,
thing.
until they were like, yeah, okay, guys, it's finally real. And that's really like a recent thing. And I'm like, we're having this argument about. Really? Dyslexia and now dysgraphia? Because that would be under the same category, because dyslexia is about reading, dysgraphia is about messing up, like, math and numbers.
What's dyscalculia, then?
Is that just, is dyscalculia?
I was always told it was dyscalculia.
I can't remember.
It's all
I
right.
thought it was like, I mean, I feel like the other one exists, but I don't know.
Anyway, it's okay. It could be other things. But anyway, I thought it was just, like, not... I didn't think it was basically can't pick up reading easily. I thought it was literally switching around symbols and things.
Yeah.
Because that's what I have. And apparently, the diagnosis is used for kids struggling with reading. Which is frustrating to me, because I have the kind that switches things around. Like, that is how I read my whole life. All right.
Right? You've been up to no good, haven't you?
Portia, yeah, it's all in that font. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
Then
it's changed.
Death went, you are in my realm now, and everything will speak in my font.
Yeah, because I'm like, there was a distinctive change. We even pointed out when Death started talking, going, whoa, that's a different font. And
then for a little while, it was only Death using it, and now we've got all of this.
That's kind of wild.
Portia has gone tense, her fists raised defensively. Nobody else does anything.
Nerd is not.
I'm surprised that you're the first one to speak other than Julian.
Right?
Like, or Mazalinka,
I know!
who just said I would whip his damn ass.
Right? I'm like, I was
Like,
expecting that.
She literally did, and that is the one thing that everyone wants to, screen cap about Mazalinka. I'm like, I'll beat his ass.
I will do it.
That bitch.
Is that? Ay.
The devil turns his fiery eyes on her. Are those fiery? Smoldering.
Sultry
eyes.
Honestly, he looks like he has the dead fish eyeball experience, where people like to describe because it has no shine to the eyes, which I think is interesting.
I don't know. I just think it's funny that he's always holding his hand like he's about to cough politely. Like, please, I was talking. Please listen to.
Well, don't you know that he's supposed to be like a kung fu master? So he's stroking his
beard.
beard. That's what I always think of, because he's got his hand up here.
Really?
I'm like, you are the like, that's what it looks like to me, like, just constantly like this.
See, and to me,
stroking
now. Like, it doesn't look long enough for him to be touching it for me.
Oh.
Like, his hand doesn't look like that, so it really does look like he's just about to cough politely. Like, that's the pose.
Bitch, shut up.
Pay attention to me. All right, yes. All right. On her. And he affects a surprised look.
Why, I see some new faces.
Aye. So you've seen her and Mazalinka, I assume.
Don't tell me you were planning on pulling all these innocent people into your mess.
Whose mess, good sir?
Sir.
I need to know. Excuse me? I know I'm not usually very assertive, but, who's you, if you're looking at Pasha, and whose mess? Because as far as I know, this started with Julian. And also, we never bargained with you. I refused the slumber party. So whomst are you speaking to, good sir?
Right?
Ah!
You
fucker!
Nah!
Now listen here, you fucker! You gets cut off. You
fat bastard!
You fat excuse for a stupid, what is it, soggy goat man?
Be so good. Now, let's not say anything you'll regret.
You might get demonetized. So, but
Too
we're
late.
not monetized, so we are safe.
We're fine!
We've never even been monetized.
Hooray!
We're safe.
Especially with people's help on Patreon,
say-
we can avoid.
Poor and safe. Oh.
Aye, right.
All right.
Uh,
He reaches out with a black-tipped claw and makes a twisting gesture in a general vague direction.
aye.
Around us, everything
this?
goes dark, with one claw.
With
and
one
he
claw.
just-
Makes a
he
twist.
draws the sign language J. That's
He
it.
does a
Just
J.
He does a J.
Suddenly,
Puts out his pinky finger, shoop, makes a fish hook motion.
Right.
And then all of us get blackness.
Oh.
As he just stands in the water. And we're still like, do you want some soap?
I think what's killing me is this is in the magician's realm, and the magician is sitting there going, la 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 la. Like genuinely just kind of like farting off going, what's that? Oh, is that a shiny? Perfect. Goodbye. I'm like,
I don't feel a disturbance of the force. I'm completely unaware of my entire realm. This is fine.
Goodbye.
You know what? I hate trauma. Shoof, back into the ground.
oh, I'm sorry. What did you need?
You know what I have?
Not me being here? Oh, great. Goodbye.
A burrow. Peace.
Yeet.
I have a beautiful hobbit hole and I'm going to hang out in it. Bye.
Ah, oh, I'm sorry. Did you need something from me?
All right. Everything goes dark.
Nat! Ilya! Look out!
That's literally the only thing we can't do is gone dark.
Hi.
I'm sorry, Pasha.
I was about to say, honey, the irony
The irony
is palpable.
is strong.
Wow!
Her voice distorts before she and Mazalinka disappear into the darkness. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Like, so are Julian and I next to each other and I can see him and he didn't disappear into the darkness and we're a unit now, even though he was the last one splashing out of the water and wasn't anywhere near us necessarily because he and Pasha had run away from where Mazalinka and I were? And are we assuming that when the lightning started cracking and the storm started going, they kept running back over towards us even though they'd been far away and now we're all close together, but now I'm losing track of those two? Or am I losing track of all three people?
Like, what's going on? Need to know.
Like, we weren't next to Julian, so we can't see him either, I would think. In the next moment, Julian and I are alone in a sea of shadows, facing the devil.
Okay.
Okay, okay?
Okay, keep going.
All right,
keep
if there's
going.
a time choice, I'm going to pause it again, just so you know.
Right.
I will.
There we go. Much better.
I see you like it dark. Oh. How do you like it?
What did you do to them? It's okay. Keep going.
It's
keep
fine.
Going.
It's
We
us,
don't
it's
need to look at every
I just
single
like,
line.
I don't.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
lost.
look so alarmed. I've merely sent them away. They're unharmed. For now.
Your teeth.
I love your toothies.
I feel like...
I also feel like, though, your toothies always bug me, because then it's like I'm poking suddenly over your lips, and I'm like, honey, that's not how that works.
Which means your lips would have to, like, roll out to go over your teeth, which would be uncomfy.
Yeah, uncomfy.
Not comfy.
Non-comfy. But shouldn't you be more worried about what I'm going to do to you?
You shouldn't have permission to do anything to us in someone else's realm.
Yeah, no shit. That's again where I'm like, are we in the magician's realm or not?
Magician! I am a pacifist like the Witcher! I let things happen and then I regret it.
Well, the thing is, I'm a centrist like the Witcher.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a centrist, not a pacifist.
Right,
I'm a centrist. Everything. Well, I don't know what the worst side is. It's either this one or that one. No,
I
really,
can't
dude.
choose the best side or the worst. I don't take sides.
I don't do lesser evil because that would just be, rude. But those are the only choices. Nope. Forget that. Goodbye.
I prefer not acting. From the shadows, change comes our way.
Change comes our way. Julian, may what character today? No, I'm kidding.
Chains lash out at us, striking with blinding speed. I guess.
I suppose.
The next moments are a chaotic blur.
Blur.
All right, well, I have magic against chains, I guess, if they're the
Right.
same as Valdemar's chains, which were seemingly the devil's chains, so we might know what to do with these chains.
Chains.
Chains!
That bind.
Yes.
That bring us closer.
Magic leaps to my hands, and I cast a shield spell, deflecting the first wave. Okay, so they're coming at us, but they didn't get here, and I just do it. I cast a shield spell.
Great.
But the attack is relentless. Layers of chains after chains after chains. Chains hammer on the shield from all angles. Wait, they're coming from behind us, from around us. We're now Violet, holding up a sphere in The Incredibles.
Ooh, we're also Steven in Steven Universe. Going, we got this. I have a bubble and it's pink.
Does he do a full bubble experience
does.
later on?
He
All right,
does.
well, there we go. So we are in the protective bubble. It's
That
fine.
Bibles.
Orb.
Orb!
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 And with a musical crash, it shatters under the onslaught.
Ooh.
Hello, devil! Cold metal wraps around my wrist. Just my one wrist.
Just fun.
It's coming from all directions everywhere. One wrist. Pop!
Hello! I get you. They all stop. One gently goes forward.
It's
and
like
back
a
around.
gang of, like, like, you know, your martial arts bad guys approaching, you know,
Oh,
like
God.
your Jet Li protagonist. We must go in one at a time.
Right.
So the chains are like, we're all after you as long as there's a bubble there. And then as soon as the bubble's gone, okay, who's going first? I have number one. Pop. I got it.
I got it.
All right, but I managed to pull free.
Look out!
They're from all sides, but there's one more that is a danger.
No, no.
Then another chain catches my ankle, and a third curls around my arm. Loo, 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 loo,
Loo, loo, loo. Curls.
More and more grab me. Sort of gently sounding, actually.
I know, I'm like, this is
terrified,
really
but just
soft.
very softly sort of scoot around, catches your
okay.
ankle
No,
gently.
I hold you.
I hold. Chain hold.
Chain hold.
Until I'm completely trapped. And, you know, basically, I'm mummified with chains. It looks very comical.
Mm.
Oh. Julian hasn't fared any better. He pulls on the fetters binding him, but he can't get loose. We couldn't talk about his chain experience. We were very, very enamored of ours. For once, we couldn't pay attention to him and paid attention to only us.
Honestly, I appreciate that even as much as I'm mildly annoyed because, again, you have this setup with the writing where it goes, we can see everything sometimes, and then other times we don't, and it's an inconsistent thing. It's fine. It's
I'm
just
going, we should be focused on our own experience more often so we know what we're going through.
Right.
It's fine.
It's okay.
I feel like the chains are going to crush the feathers on his imagined clothing.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's made up. Done already.
I just don't have that much stamina. I'm very young.
Excuse me, I'm 3. Him. What?
You asked me for a sleepover and I am 3. No. Your records say you were born. Yeah, and then I was brought back to life 3 years ago as an infant. I am 3.
What?
Should you be practicing bondage at the tender age of 3?
Excuse me? Don't bring it up! Could you just... Can we just for once not talk about the 3-year-old standing in the room like a giant fucking white elephant? Just that I can't... Stop it.
Julian quietly pulls the chains in closer. I'll just disappear in the spine.
It's okay, I mean, you crawl into my ears, please.
It's fine. I'll just, you know what? I'll just
Wrap around my head.
down. I'll curl. I'll twist up in the chains myself. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Bye.
Fine.
Mummifies himself. Can't do this conversation.
No.
Devil, I'm gonna run out of chains if you keep doing that.
Stop it.
You've inadvertently solved the problem. Him. I'll be a giant cocoon of chains.
Ah! Roll.
Rolls out. Takes all the chains with him. Devil. That's never happened before. They literally unlink from us and roll after him. All the devil's chains are gone that way, clinking off. You got Valdemar dragged into the ether by that chain. After Julian. Okay.
Oh my god.
Why are you doing this? You won't get away with this.
I
mean, I feel like there's never been a lot of nerd, like a lot of aggression in nerd, or a lot of anger in nerd. Nerd has always been, I want to understand things. From the very beginning, when we were hired to be an investigator, and we knew nothing about investigation, and still mostly know nothing about it. We have tried to figure out how to answer questions. So I feel like it is very genuine for nerd to say, why are you doing this?
Okay.
I'll say, you don't agree?
No, I'm just like, I'm going, those are really interesting questions to ask. Like, I don't...
Well, one is yelling, you won't get away with this, and the other one is, why are you doing this?
Or at least we assume.
There's no explanation point. Like, I don't know either.
I genuinely never know anyway. Like...
I feel like if nerd's maintaining calm and isn't being like, I will panic, and all the time it was, I need to calm down to use my magic. So, like, why are you doing this feels calm, but also feels in line with the arc they've been following.
Right?
All right.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
Why do anything? That's not a very, like...
I guess because either you have to or because you want to. Because people say want to, but you'll breathe without necessarily wanting to.
Right?
So I will pause it because you have to or because you want to.
That sounds very silly. Why do anything? Honey, I've heard people say that all the time, and you know what? It's a bunch of bullshit. Well, you know, why do anything? You're the Arcana!
Also, why do anything? Maybe you want to survive. So you do want the result of doing this thing, so you want to or you have to.
Right?
Somewhere in there.
Because it entertained me.
Oh, you really don't do anything unless it entertains me? So that is want to. So there's nothing you have to do? Literally, you serve no function? Nerd puts it all together quickly, light bulb, so you're useless?
Oh, so the Arcana have no point?
Or at least you don't.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were useless. I'm sorry.
I thought you were important.
The devil.
What? Wait.
Julian climbs out his chains. We're going, hang on.
Shake. Hang on, objection! Wait, all of this? All of this is because you were bored? You fucker, what the hell? Have I got away with that every single time that I said I was bored? You
god.
You don't know what it's like, you humans, with your mayfly lives.
Alright!
This is a bored immortal.
Way back in the day in this series, I did my freaking Immortals rant and bored Immortals rant, and I will tell you, I have been refining this rant since I was like 12, okay? I have done this many times, this idea of nothing entertains me, nothing amuses me. When your life goes on so long, you just become stupid and unfocused and have no interest, and thereby call yourself bored. And most bored Immortals that I have ever encountered live in a box of world exposure that is about this big. They really just don't get out and do anything new. I've done every debauchery, every depravement, every experience of drugs and pain. Have you ever tried, like, helping someone? Ever tried picking up a hobby? Ever tried leaving the city you're in and doing something else? Oh my god, join the space program, for crying out loud. You at least won't die of, lack of oxygen when they're, or of burning when their, rocket explodes, depending on your brand of immortality.
Right?
Okay? You being bored suggests a lack of creativity, a lack of basically stamina for life. You're saying that we don't have it, but you know what? Screw you. I am incredibly suited for immortality, and I believe many other people are as well. You just assume that people get bored when they get old because you got bored when you were a teenager, or because you are thinking in a sort of finite timeline that is the mortal mind writing an immortal character, and I disagree.
Strongly.
So basically, we are saying that he's useless because he has no imagination, he's not creative, and he cannot entertain himself. You know what they say the mark of an educated person is? Someone who can entertain another person, themselves, and a new idea. If you cannot entertain yourself, you are not skilled. Now, if you have depression, take that with a grain of salt, because there is a difference between I know what I like and I can't enjoy it right now, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, if anyone's hearing that and going, but I can't entertain myself. No, that does not mean you are stupid. There are qualifiers on this. But we're assuming he's in good psychological health.
We're also assuming at the same time, too, that he has pretty much no limitations on his power. We haven't been told the devil has really any limiters in that way.
Nope.
And that seems very silly to me, of going, like, just as a casual, because you could make the argument, basically, a lot of people who are bored immortals in regards to, like, let's say under our system in the United States, what they're dealing with or contending with, as it were, is capitalism. And if you get stuck or reduced to basically a certain bubble because of capitalism, yeah, you could potentially get bored or get frustrated, more likely, because you have to have a certain number of basically, like, prestige, or basically numbers in your bank, or...
I don't want to live this life anymore because this life is an endless grind where I am not free.
Right.
But sure, if you lack freedom, you may not be interested in living for a very long time. That's just reasonable. On the other hand, if you could perceive the ability to essentially attain freedom even by outliving your captors or their system,
right?
You might have a lot of hope.
You also might have a lot more information of going, I can fuck with the system because I know way more than anybody ever should know. I was there when they established this thing. I brought up this thing or that thing.
Additionally, if your immortals are assumed to be able-bodied, able-minded, most of the fears that drag people down do not apply to them.
Right?
So you get the, I am endlessly healthy and comfortable and have good physical and psychological days every day. And God, I'm just bored and I hate everything. Oh my God, you have no idea what it's like to live like this. And you're like, here I am dragging through my life, and sometimes I wake up and there is pain and exhaustion and lack of focus. And you know what? Some of it is physiological and some of it is psychological. If there's smoke in the air, I can't function, okay? You are fine, my bro.
A dedicated nut could kill me, you fucker. What makes you so special?
At any rate, so I am irritated with the plot is one of the immortals got the boards. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you like to sit in the cozy corner for a while and have a cup of juice?
What?
Oh my God.
Really? That's your plot?
Additionally,
okay,
I'm just like, the cards are all attached to you guys, and yet, like, Asra doesn't understand any of you, or he won't share it, and we don't understand you at all. Like, not only do we, like, we know nothing about any of their power sets. Forget just the devil.
Right? We don't know anything about
anything about any of them. All right, Mayfly lives, it's fine.
You live and die in the blink of an eye. You barely even have the time to understand how powerless you are, says the DBZ villain. I like this is...
Power is everything. Power is life. Well, clearly you don't have enough because you're still bored.
Right?
What? If you had more power, would you be less bored?
Like, seriously.
This is gonna be me mocking the devil for getting bored.
Like, I thought you were kind of neat to begin with, but that's literally your only motivation? That's very silly.
Lame. You know what? You know why you and Lucio kin each other? You're both bored as shit. That's it.
I have power and privilege and prestige and Oh my god, I just can't jack it hard enough.
So it's like, the reason that you have Valdemar tied to death is because of their fascination with death. And then you have Lucio tied to the devil because they both have equal parts boredom.
Right?
The devil's power is boredom.
That's my true power. Being bored!
Being bored. See, you know what? People get up to no good. What is that stupid phrase? Idle hands?
Oh, idle hands make idle hands are the devil's work or whatever.
Exactly. So like they're basically saying the devil's great power is boredom.
That's so bad.
Oh my god, I feel sorry for him suddenly. Power! Your power is boredom. And people get up to shit when they're bored, you know that? I make chaos through boredom.
Oh my god, it's
You're like, oh my god. Alright, powerless, it's fine.
Oh, get a hobby!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh my god, vindicated, thank you. I'm so glad. That is the best possible response after that rant, and I am here for it.
Like, it's brilliant. But don't you see, Doctor? This is my hobby. Oh, really? Like, you couldn't go wank for like 12 hours and just get over
You
it?
couldn't have picked up macrame.
Like, oh my god, you could do lace work with that amount of bullshit you're spouting.
My god, you can't entertain yourself. You have to have other people's shenanigans entertain you. You're one of those drama whores that needs their own reality TV series, don't you?
One time, I saw a thing, and it was brilliant, and I loved it.
Devil, I've got it. Okay, what you need to do, if you live out of time, as is suggested the realms of the Arcana do, you need to go forward in time to when TV is invented, and then you need to watch reality TV because it has all the drama you could want.
Honestly?
Yep.
You'd be fine.
Him watching daytime TV, eating chips. I'm no longer bored.
I am never bored.
It's perfect.
God, the drama and sensationalism. Like, he would be the ultimate hoe for that, and I just love this.
Him online blogging about what the Kardashians did last.
Right? Oh my god. I love Jersey Shore.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Have you seen the newest on, RuPaul's Drag Race? Those bitches were in each other's hair so hard.
It was so good.
It was amazing.
Oh my god.
If human drama is your hobby, dude, you are in the wrong century, okay?
You're in the wrong field. Honestly, though, also, I'm like, you're in the perfect field for it because people are so goofy. Like, they're just like, people at any era are basically ridiculous.
So basically, you're bad at people watching.
I know! I'm like, you lame asshole!
I had to stir up drama. Also in theory, you have access to the entire fucking world. What if this is Astra's fault again? What if Astra creating the Arcana and linking them all through the cards mean everyone has to be where he is? So they literally can't interact with any other part of our regular reality unless he's gone there with the deck or we've gone there with the deck?
That would be so funny.
They're basically like, I have a sort of a window of like light that I can see around the Arcana deck and you've locked me off for the rest of the world. So Astra made him bored?
Right? I'm also just like, dude, you're ridiculous. Go play a good game of chess.
Something.
Like, especially like, I'm so bored, I have nothing to do. There are so many different outcomes to a game of chess.
Bro, based on the way you're dressed, wearing like a bandana for like a Western, that's your red thing, and then also like a priest's sort of, like your cloth kind of like, the shoulder
I'm a man
thing.
of the cloth.
Right, exactly. Going, you maybe could have a fashion hobby, You
could!
Because like, when Corazon sees you, they're going to tear that apart.
Not enough.
That is pretty. Anyway.
It's fine. All right, keep going.
I'm also like, you don't have pants on, my bro. Those are literally the only two things you're wearing.
Which is fine.
It is fine, but like, why wear those?
The goat balls?
Why wear those two things?
I don't know.
Anyway, Doctor, this is my hobby.
If nothing else, humans are, at least, entertaining. Which means you don't need to do anything. Humans basically are entertaining off on their own.
Yeah.
I can't tell you basically how entertaining it is, even as much as it's fucking horrifying for me who's involved in it. But like, as an outside person, you would be laughing your ass off about politics right now in regards to, like,
Okay, but like, if he takes his arm that's up by his face and just holds it down in like at a right angle and lifts his head up, he'll be in the Julian Butler pose.
He will. All
right. Least entertaining. Why do we have to do anything?
Ever since your ancestors crawled out of the muck, you've spent your miserable lives climbing over each other. Yeah,
and
so you should be incredibly entertained.
Right?
What the fuck, dude?
So
I'm so bored. Why? You have drama 24/7.
Here I go, stirring up drama, and we're gonna find out that he's basically like, but your drama isn't good enough for me anymore. I'm basically going, okay, so you were fine with essentially naturally occurring drama for a long-ass time, and then catalyst something and you weren't anymore?
For some reason?
Lucio came along and went, yeah, but what if? what if it were more? And
What
you
if,
went,
what if Plague, him, the devil, just stares at him?
plague happens all the time everywhere. Like, all the
Plagues.
time, everywhere.
All the time. Like,
Okay, what if me, immortal? I feel like you don't have the stamina for it. But what if?
what if?
What
We're
if?
talking about what ifs, baby. Come on. What if
What if
me
instead
and
of
this dick for the next 35,000 years?
him
devil.
going, sounds like weird drama. Weird drama.
Weird drama.
Okay, maybe weird drama is interesting drama. Aren't you bored, Lucio coming in like a salesman? Aren't you bored? Aren't you tired of the
honey.
same non-manufactured drama? Wouldn't you love
manufactured drama?
I was just say, Lucio's great power is actually that he's a salesman. Sold his soul to the devil real skillfully.
I'm actually Hades. I'm the car salesman.
I struck a real good deal.
It
It's
was
fine.
real great.
All right, climbing over each other.
You want, and you want, and you want, and when all the strength you can muster isn't enough, you turn to me.
And why don't you ignore our whiny bitch asses if you think we're so weak and pointless?
And also at the same time, too, wouldn't it just add more to your drama to just watch people flail all over themselves?
To watch everyone try and summon you and you never show up?
Right? like,
They've been casting this ritual for 45 years with 3 generations of cults, and I'm dying of laughter.
Also, though, how did they even summon you to begin with? Like, oh, come on. Well, I have specific rules that somebody had to either be given or handed. Like, my dude, you
I'm again going back to Solitaire, going all of this is Astra's fault, and going he started this. Going he made it so the mortal realm could access the devil, and then people like Lucio started asking stupid questions.
It's fine. All right, well, we are out of time.
Damn.
We've turned to the devil and we're out of time.
I turn to you like a flower leaning toward the sun.
Well, and I have no voice, so it's okay.
I turn to you because you're the only one. All right.
All right, well, thank you very much, guys, though, for joining us. In the next one, we're just going to have to deal with a bored-ass immortal.
Yep.
Who just... Yeah, you bored-ass immortal.
He just can't get it going by himself.
He really... You know, just sometimes I'm just like, take up roleplay, you dumbass. All right, so thank you very much for joining us, guys. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. If you're having a good time with us, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. Got the links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
Maybe he just should get a friend.
Maybe.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!